Welcome to Chris Court Photography. I'm doing a little comparison today on the Mac Mini versus the Mac Studio. Feels a little bit cocky waving these two around in the air, but I have upgraded from one to the other, so I will be selling one. This will be mainly focusing on Adobe Creative Suite and LR Timelapse, so let's jump to it. So in terms of Adobe Creative Suite, you can't really go wrong with the Mac Mini. I've been using it for about 9 months. The base model with 8GB RAM. It's done everything I've thrown at it really. As you can see from behind me, I've run a print studio with a wide format Mamaki over there and a Xerox digital press. I do a lot of business cards and leaflets and banners and that kind of thing, so I'm daily importing customers' artwork and preparing it for print with crop marks and bleed, and I tend to use Adobe Illustrator for that. I'm yet to notice the spinning beach ball where the Mac Mini has struggled to do anything in Adobe, so I couldn't really give you a reason why you would need the Mac Studio. Even 8GB of RAM, it's been more than enough. I regularly use Lightroom as well. I pull off 24 megapixel images from my Nikon or Panasonic camera. It's been great, no lag at all. The only time I could imagine that the Mac Studio would help in terms of Photoshop would be if you had like a 4K upwards file and you're got say 30 layers plus in there. But apart from that, I mean, if you're looking to have a good reliable workflow that's quick and won't cost you the earth, then this is more than enough. I actually bought the Mac Studio. I really must stop waving these boxes around and put that down now. Mainly because I've been doing a lot of time-lapse videography, so I use LR Timelapse and DaVinci Resolve. I've been using DaVinci Resolve on the Mac Mini to edit 4K video, and it's been absolutely fine. Crossfades, bit of colour grading. But if you want to do something a bit more advanced, say some tracking or applying film grain in a few filters, that kind of thing, then that's when the Mac Mini would start to struggle. Trying to think what else really. With LR Timelapse, I rendered a say 100 frame time lapse in 5 minutes, whereas on my PC it would take 25 to 30 to go start to finish on the workflow. So I mean, the Mac Studio in that case was absolute magic. I've not actually used LR Timelapse on the Mac Mini because I had a version 5 for PC, but I've upgraded to LR Timelapse version 6 now that I've bought the Mac Studio, and that's the software's probably a little bit quicker as well. But I mean, yeah, the Mac Studio smashes it really. The Mac Mini, I'd imagine, would probably do in 20 minutes what the Studio done in 5. So trying to think what other case scenarios that you'd actually want the Studio. If you are just doing vector graphics and some basic photo editing, well, not even basic, layers, grading, that kind of thing, go for the Mac Mini. If you're doing heavy video editing, go for the Studio. I have seen some reviews of the Ultra, and to be honest, I think anyone who's looking at the Ultra, to demo its capabilities, they used 18 layers of 8K footage. So unless you're doing something that extreme, then the M1 Max Studio will be more than enough. If you're doing multiple layers of 4K or even 6K, I don't think you have any problems there. So in terms of general desktop use, the Mac Studio does boot up twice as fast. I mean, the Mini does it in probably less than 20 seconds anyway, so 20 versus 10 seconds. Mac Mail is a little bit quicker to load, 5 to 10% quicker, but I mean, all the apps really, when you load them, are so quick. Whether you're on the Studio or the Mini, it's really negligible. They're just little tidbits really on what does feel a bit quicker. But I mean, I sometimes jump from my Mini to my PC, which costs £1,000 and £350 graphics card in it, but the Mac Mini still feels way quicker than Windows 11. So anyhow, I hope this helps you make a decision on whether you need the Studio or not for Adobe Creative Suite or similar. But If you'd like to see some of my work, I've got many astrophotography and sunset time lapses on my channel. I also do a bit of light painting and portraits, but I've not got too many features on those yet. But yeah, have a look around, and if you like my work and would like to follow it, please subscribe.